Have you started to notice it? Getting up from a chair takes more effort than it used to. Walking across the room feels slower. And stairs, well, they've become something you have to think about before climbing. Your legs feel heavy, weaker, a bit unsteady. And while you may have told yourself it's just age, there's actually more to it than that. This is called age-related muscle loss, and it quietly begins in your 60 seconds. It starts with small things: a wobble when you stand, soreness after simple movement, fatigue halfway through the day, but over time it chips away at your strength, balance, and confidence. You stop walking as far, you skip errands, you hesitate to go out alone. Not because you don't want to, but because your body doesn't feel like it used to. And that feeling is hard to ignore. I've had many patients tell me the same thing. Dr. Porter, I haven't fallen, but I feel like I could, and that's enough to scare me. Here's the truth I want you to hear today. You're not stuck with this. Muscle loss can be slowed, even reversed if you give your body the right support. You don't need intense workouts. You don't need expensive supplements. Sometimes the first step back to strength can be as simple as a cup of tea. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 natural teas that support muscle repair, improve circulation, and gently restore strength, especially in your legs. Each one backed by science. Each one simple enough to make at home. And if you stay with me until the end, I'll share a bonus tea ingredient you've probably never heard of, but may help improve blood flow and reduce fatigue even further. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Dr. James Porter, and this is Senior Health Compass. If you believe in simple, research-backed ways to feel strong again, feel free to subscribe. I'd be honored to have you with us. Let's begin with a golden tea that does more than just soothe. When patients tell me their legs feel heavy, sore, or just don't recover like they used to, one of the first things I suggest isn't a pill or a workout. It's a cup of ginger turmeric tea. It might sound too simple to matter, but this warm golden drink works on 2 of the biggest culprits behind muscle fatigue and slow recovery after 60: inflammation and poor circulation. Let's start with turmeric. Inside this humble root is a natural compound called curcumin, which has been shown to ease chronic inflammation, the kind that builds up quietly in your muscles and joints over time. It's not the same kind of swelling you get from an injury. This inflammation is low-level, long-term, and it silently wears down your strength day by day. What curcumin does is calm that internal fire. It slows the overactive immune response that causes stiffness and soreness and helps your body shift back into a state where healing can happen. In one study from the Journal of Applied Physiology, older adults who added curcumin to their daily routine reported faster muscle recovery and reduced soreness, especially after physical activity. Now, let's talk about ginger. As we age, circulation tends to slow, and that means your muscles get less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Ginger naturally helps open up blood vessels and supports smoother, more efficient blood flow. This matters more than most people think, because tired, aching legs are often a sign that your muscles simply aren't getting what they need to recover. In a 2020 study published in Phytotherapy Research, seniors who regularly consume ginger showed improved walking endurance and fewer complaints of leg cramping results that were noticeable within just a few weeks. Even better, ginger helps your body absorb more of the turmeric, which means the 2 work better together than they do alone. Ginger enhances digestion and circulation. Turmeric soothes the tension in your muscles. It's a combination that's gentle, natural, and highly effective, especially when used daily. One of my patients, Helen, a 73, had been struggling with sore legs after doing basic chores like vacuuming. I suggested she try starting her mornings with ginger turmeric tea. 3 weeks later, she told me, "I cleaned the house yesterday and didn't feel like collapsing afterward. It's been years since that happened." Simple but powerful. To make it at home, just slice a bit of fresh ginger root. Add a teaspoon of ground or fresh turmeric and pour in hot water. Let it steep for about 10 minutes. A pinch of black pepper helps your body absorb the turmeric better. Add a little honey or lemon if you prefer. 1 cup a day, especially in the morning, can make a noticeable difference in how your legs feel by the end of the week. It's not a miracle, but it is a habit that helps your body heal itself gently and consistently. And for many of my patients, that's exactly the kind of help they've been looking for. In the next part, we'll explore a different tea, one that doesn't just help you recover, but helps you feel energized and motivated to move again. If ginger turmeric tea is about healing and recovery, then ginseng green tea is about awakening your body's energy, especially the kind that helps you stay active, alert, and steady on your feet. Many seniors tell me the same story. Dr. Porter, I want to move more, but I just don't have the energy anymore. And it's not just physical. They feel mentally foggy, emotionally drained, and frustrated that simple things like walking to the mailbox can feel like a chore. That's where ginseng and green tea come in. These two ingredients don't just boost energy. They work deep within your body to restore endurance, improve muscle efficiency, and even support the mental motivation to move. Let's start with ginseng, a root used for centuries in Eastern medicine to combat fatigue and build resilience. What makes ginseng so unique is its role as an adaptogen, a natural compound that helps your body adapt to stress, whether it's physical, mental, or hormonal. When we age, our muscles don't just weaken, they become less responsive to signals from the brain. This leads to slower reflexes, reduced endurance, and that heavy feeling in the legs many seniors experience. But studies show that ginseng can improve how your muscles use oxygen, helping them perform longer before tiring out. One clinical trial published in the American Journal of Chinese Medicine gave ginseng extract to adults over 60. After 12 weeks, participants showed significant improvements in leg strength, balance, and walking speed compared to those who didn't receive the supplement. Green tea, meanwhile, plays a different but equally powerful role. It's packed with antioxidants, especially a group called catechins that help reduce oxidative stress, a key factor in muscle aging. These antioxidants support the health of muscle fibers and joints, keeping your legs feeling younger, more stable, and less prone to fatigue. But the real magic happens when ginseng and green tea are combined. While ginseng builds stamina, green tea smooths your energy curve thanks to an amino acid called L-theanine. It helps calm the nervous system while enhancing alertness, so you get energy without the jitters or crash of caffeine. That balance is essential for older adults. You don't need a spike of energy. You need sustainable focus and steady strength throughout the day. One of my longtime patients, Ray 69, told me, "I'm walking farther and I actually want to." That shift is everything. To make the tea, start by steeping a bag of green tea in hot but not boiling water for about 3 minutes. Then add a few thin slices of fresh ginseng root or 1/4 teaspoon of powdered gins. Let it sit for another 5 minutes. A touch of honey or lemon works well here too. Drink it once a day, ideally in the morning or early afternoon. After a week or two, most people notice a change. Not a jolt of energy, but a steadier, clearer kind of vitality that helps carry them through the day. Ginseng green tea isn't just a drink, it's a daily ritual that supports your body's ability to rebuild strength, fight fatigue, and stay sharp physically and mentally. And when that mental fog lifts, something powerful happens. You start believing in your own momentum again. Not every muscle problem comes from overuse. In fact, for many older adults, weakness starts from something less visible, but equally damaging: chronic stress. This kind of stress builds quietly. You feel tired even after resting. Your sleep becomes shallow or broken. Your body holds on to tension, and your legs feel heavy even before the day begins. It's not just in your head. It's a real physical barrier to strength and recovery. And that's where ashwagandha root tea comes in. Ashwagandha is another adaptogen, but unlike ginseng, which energizes the strength of ashwagandha, is in how it calms and restores. It helps regulate a hormone called cortisol, known as the body's main stress signal. As we age, cortisol tends to stay elevated longer than it should. And when that happens, muscle tissue breaks down faster, inflammation increases, and recovery slows to a crawl. In one clinical study published in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine, seniors who took ashwagandha extract daily for 12 weeks experienced significant improvements in lower body strength, walking speed, and balance, along with better sleep and reduced anxiety. What that tells us is clear. When the body isn't stuck in survival mode, it finally has the space to heal and rebuild. There's another piece to this. Ashwagandha supports the nervous system, which plays a direct role in how stable and coordinated your legs feel. If you've ever stood up and felt a moment of shakiness, not because your muscles aren't there, but because your body isn't responding as smoothly as it once did, there's a good chance your neuromuscular signals are slowing down. Ashwagandha helps strengthen those connections. And for those who struggle with sleep, this tea has a natural relaxing effect. Many of my patients report that drinking it before bed helps them fall asleep faster and wake up feeling less stiff. That matters because muscles don't grow during exercise, they grow during rest. Without deep sleep, even the best nutrition or movement can't fully restore your strength. One patient of mine, Karen, 67, began drinking ashwagandha tea each evening after dinner. She had been waking up 2 to 3 times a night and felt drained every morning. After a month, she told me I sleep deeper and I actually want to go for my walks again. To prepare the tea, simmer a teaspoon of dried ashwagandha root gently in water for about 15 minutes. Strain and drink warm. It has a slightly earthy flavor, which pairs nicely with cinnamon or honey if you'd like a sweeter touch. Some people prefer it in the evening for better sleep, others in the morning for calm, steady energy. Either way, the key is consistency. Ashwagandha root tea isn't about pushing harder. It's about giving your body permission to slow down, to recover, and to shift out of stress mode so your muscles can rebuild from the inside out. When it comes to regaining strength and mobility after 60, the real key isn't intensity, it's consistency. And often the smallest habits create the biggest impact over time. That's why building a daily tea ritual matters more than most people think. These teas, ginger, turmeric, ginseng green, and ashwagandha, each offer unique support. One reduces inflammation and improves circulation. Another builds stamina and mental clarity. The last calms the nervous system and restores restful sleep. But none of them work as a quick fix. They work when they're part of your rhythm. Our bodies thrive on gentle, repeated care. Muscles grow stronger not through force, but through regular signals that say you are safe, you are healing, you are being nourished. That's what one cup of tea can do when taken seriously, day after day. There's also something deeply powerful about the ritual itself. Preparing tea is simple. Boiling water, steeping ingredients, holding the warmth in your hands, but it creates a moment of intention. A pause in the day when you choose healing over habit, presence over passivity. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to brew all 3 teas. Just choose the one that matches what your body needs right now. If your legs ache, go with ginger, turmeric. If you feel drained, try ginseng green. If you're restless or anxious at night, let ashwagandha support your sleep. 1 cup, once a day, every day. That's the start. Over time, this small act begins to reprogram how your body responds to stress, fatigue, and recovery. It becomes part of your identity, not just something you do, but something that reminds you, I'm still in charge of my health. No tea can replace movement or good food, but a daily tea ritual can open the door. It can clear the fog, reduce the ache, and restore the quiet energy you need to move again steadily, confidently, and on your terms. If you've made it this far, let me tell you something simple but powerful. You deserve to feel strong again. Not someday, not in theory, but here now in your own body, at your own pace, in a way that feels real. Leg weakness, fatigue, and that quiet fear of losing independence. They're not just part of aging, they're signals. Signals that your body still wants to fight for you if you'll give it the chance. And as we've seen, that chance doesn't have to come from something extreme. It can start with a teacup with 10 quiet minutes each morning, with one small choice that becomes a daily rhythm. Because healing isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, gentle, repeated, personal. The research supports it, the biology supports it, and more than anything, you're worth it. You've taken time today to learn something new, to consider your body's needs, and to reflect on how you want to feel moving forward. That alone is a powerful step. Keep going. And if you found this video helpful, even in a small way, I want to thank you for being here. Truly, please consider giving this video a like, sharing it with someone you care about, or leaving a comment below. Your words might just inspire someone else to take their first step too. And if you'd like more videos like this, simple, science-backed, and made just for you, don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Compass because you're not alone on this path. And the journey back to strength is still yours too.